Welcome students again to the next session of Union Government, where we were continuing with this chapter 18, Legislature, Union Legislature. In my previous class, I discussed about the tenure of Lok Sabha, powers and functions of Speaker, and also the composition of Rajya Sabha, where I told you the maximum strength is 250 and also given you the present strength of Rajya Sabha, that is 245, out of which 233 is representing from states and union territories and 12 is nominated by President, and these persons who are being nominated by President are distinguished personalities from the fields of art, literature, science, sports, social service, etc. And how they are elected? Here the people do not participate directly in the election of Rajya Sabha. Here they are elected by being elected by elected members of state legislative assemblies, who are called MLAs. So the elected members from different states elect the members of Rajya Sabha. Next we came to qualification also, that to become the member of Rajya Sabha one must be 30 years of age, must be his or name in the voter list, and also an Indian citizen. Children, along with that, other also must not hold two posts. And it will also possess those qualifications if anything is added in the constitution time to time. Next is election and tenure. Like Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha is different. It is a permanent house, it never dissolves, and the members, every 2 years, 1/3 of the members retire and are replaced by newly members. Presiding officer, Vice President of India is the presiding officer, where I told you that who is the Vice President at present. I had given you the assignment, you have done there. So, and after Vice President, who is the chairman of Rajya Sabha, deputy chairperson is also there. And what is the role of deputy chairperson of Rajya Sabha? To work in the absence of chairman of Rajya Sabha, and he will perform all the duties of him or her. Now today we are going to start about the Union Parliament. Before going into this, in my previous class I also discussed about the difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, where I gave you some headings through which you can recall the difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Its meaning, that it is directly elected, that's why it is called House of People. It is representing states, so it is called Council of States. Then we came also to tenure, where it is 5 years and Rajya Sabha is for 6 years. Age, Lok Sabha, to become a member of Lok Sabha 25, and the other is Rajya Sabha, where the age is 30. Presiding officer, Speaker is the presiding officer of Lok Sabha, whereas Vice President, who is the chairman, he is the presiding officer of Rajya Sabha. Election process here is also different, that here the people directly elect, but here they are elected by the members of state legislative assemblies. Next we come to nature and strength. Nature and strength. Nature, Lok Sabha is for 5 years, but it can be dissolved before 5 years, whereas Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. Next, strength, where we discussed about the maximum strength is 552 for Lok Sabha and 250 for Rajya Sabha. No confidence motion means it does not takes place in Rajya Sabha. No confidence means if the party who is leading the government, if that party loses the majority in the house, then the Council of Ministers resign, and this message is conveyed by the Prime Minister to the President to dissolve the house. Money bill, it can only be introduced in Lok Sabha. Joint sitting, here the speaker has the more important power compared to chairman of Rajya Sabha who do not possess this power. Speaker can call a joint sitting of both the houses in the parliament, and when this will be called, when there will need a debate and discussions on any matter except money bill. Retirement, also that every 2 years 1/3 members retire and are replaced by newly elected members in the case of Rajya Sabha. But here in Lok Sabha, whoever are the MPs, they are elected for 5 years. But if it is dissolved before 5 years, then again he or she will contest the election when the election will take place. So these were all the differences. These were the point through which we can differentiate between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Now the next topic is powers and functions of Union Parliament, where we will come across different powers. So the first power is legislative power. Legislative power, which is the highest law-making body? Parliament. From here, one word question, or for 1 marks the question comes that which is the highest law-making body? Parliament. Why it is called Parliament? Its other name is also Sansad. It is also called Sansad. Why it is the highest law-making body? Because here Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha sits in this parliament and make laws. That's why Parliament is the highest law-making body, which you called it Sansad also. It make laws. What laws are made in this Parliament? Laws are made on union list, concurrent list and residuary subjects. Why it is not mentioned here state list? Children, because this state list comes under the state government to make laws, and they sit in the legislative body there in different states and make laws. But if in certain circumstances, if there is a need to make law, then the parliament can interfere and make law on the subjects given in state list. Otherwise, it will make laws on union list, concurrent list and residuary subjects, which I have explained in my second lecture. What are these lists? The making of law is initiated by introducing a legislative proposal for the bill other than many bill in either of the two houses of parliament. What is the first procedure? That the bill will be introduced in the house, in any house, Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, except money bill. You have to write this point. This is your first point. Legislative power, parliament is the highest law making body. Second is that the law will be, the making of law is done by introducing legislative proposal for the bill, which is the first step. Other than money bill means it does not applies in the case of money bill, and it will, where it will be introduced in either house, two houses of the parliament. In except money bill, approval of both the houses is necessary for passing a bill and to becoming a bill to convert to law. In money bill, it does not need the approval of Rajya Sabha, but in ordinary bill, it needs the approval of both the houses. And if there is a case of disagreement, if there is some debates or discussions needed to take place in the parliament, in the case of ordinary bill, then a joint meeting of both the houses will be called by the speaker, and there a voting will take place, and the majority vote will be taken into account. But there is no provision for joint meeting in case of money bill. I am repeatedly telling you this is the difference between money bill and ordinary bill. After the bill is passed,